Well, so water signs. I'll be handling y'all. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ooh. I might be though. Okay. Yeah, there's whatever. It is what it is, right? I feel like you're finding bits and pieces of something, parts that you have previously been actually discouraged from finding. It's been in the reverse up until this point, right? And that's because of a whole bunch of things, I'm sure. I will get some clarifiers. The whole bunch of things, a lot of issues will be addressed right here. Okay. Right. Anyway, water signs. What else? What else can I have? The Eight of Wands in reverse. Like there will be no communicating about the things that you love. Gangsters move in silence, if you know what I mean. Not really all the time, but I'm just saying you're not announcing over a loudspeaker exactly what it is that you're trying to achieve right now because I think it's very worth it. Oh my God. This is the Five of Swords, meaning that, okay, you love actually doing that. Exactly what I just said. Like moving in silence, not saying a word until it's already done. Like there's nothing anyone can do about it. There's nothing anyone can do about it at this point. It is what it is. Nothing anyone can do. Okay? That's when you say something or anything about it, really. This is the Seven of Swords. You walking away smug. Okay? Water signs, you're really like, you love something that is real smug right now. Like, you might not be communicating your love for or your adoration regarding or your, um, how much you look up to someone, how much you think highly of them. It's really very much like oh, how to do bottom of the deck. I'm gonna go ahead and show you it's the Four of Swords, which is just basically resting, waiting for someone to realize something. This is the Temperance card in the reverse, meaning that you don't have a temper, you're not angry. Whatever someone's waiting for, you're not gonna get angry about it. Like, yeah, to a certain degree, but not really. Okay, it just isn't a factor for you. Okay, whatever is being presented right now, there's the Nine of Pentacles. Excuse me. So you're waiting for someone to not have a temper. This Nine of Pentacles did come out. With the fact that you're no longer going to be backing, supporting, um, this is a paradigm shift that you were trying to have. And I don't know if you're not having it. I'm saying that because of this Seven of Swords. It's like if you were to add together this Nine of Swords and this Seven of Swords, it would be 16. The beginning does not equate to the ending in this specific case. Most of the time, that would be the case. Uh, yeah, okay, so water signs, you may have discovered something that's broken a tradition. It's broken some, I want to say, prerequisite or preset setting that was meant to influence or dominate. this specific entity. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do I have to explain the devil in reverse? This is like, let me just show you something. Let me just show you something. That one right there, that last one that we drew, that was kind of, I want to say you're exploring the druids. There's something about exploring a race of people that you had never. This is Ayla Hutchinson. This is Ayla in general with John Delar, walking through all types of shelters of stone, all types of protection. You're Jane to this Joe, this John, this whatever it is. It's I want to say you're like, there's something about moving in silence. There's something about like you are a ray of light to people who have never experienced that. A fire sign in the upside, 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 right? And it's because your emergency response is a vital indicator. Yeah, you don't choose, you don't discriminate. There's no, like, for example, if you were going to be an EMT, you cannot choose whose life you're going to save. Your job is to save lives. So even if Hitler comes through your operating room, you are still required. You don't have a choice. You're gonna save him, even if you're like, yo, I'm Jewish, but I have to operate on Hitler. Could you do it? Could you pass through the airport in a safe enough manner that you've actually given Hitler the best chance at life? Do you see how all this space has been cleared? For some reason, I was channeling a moment ago, and what I saw was that you have to clear you have to clear Hitler. You have to you don't have to forgive as in like, yes, everything that you did was all right with me, and I am giving you 100% full permission. No, I am not. And I cannot do that for you. As a matter of fact, I cannot. This is a Libra energy. This is the Page of Swords. So this is you looking at a blank page in front of you. I could save this man's life, or I could just go ahead and end it right here. End it right here. What choice am I going to make? I'm not going to choose, actually. I'm going to be the surgeon that clears the space that is around my heart. This is the sword in the stone. This is the sword that was in the stone, which is your heart, right? If I have an ice box, or if I'm like kind of stone faced, or just blue, like down and out, not unable to express that I feel this juxtaposition of energies, right? There's nothing blue about that in all reality. There's something about you needing to understand that from the beginning there's been um, two parts of self that when they are refusing to be unified, which is the Page of Swords, this is gossip, this is information, this is talking about things that you don't know about. It's all of the above. It's creating something without a pattern and doing it in the incorrect way. You may observe that several times. This is the Knight of Swords. You're not going to walk through that door, but you are observing it. There's a difference. It's called discernment. And if you're concerned about something, water signs, we're going to pull it out. It's like a splinter. Okay. So there we have it. You're doing something that is a head over heart decision. This is a Libra or a water sign of, not a water sign, an air sign of some type, right? And you're no longer going to cover the aerial view of things. You're good. They've tried so very hard. They have done very well. The strength stops here. Like, however far the buck has been pushed, it is no longer going to be pushed in that way. There will be a shaking loose, is what I want to say. Oh wow, I'm just hearing like Lucy the monkey in Africa. It's a shaking loose of self. It's a realization that your genetic lineage has now migrated from one continent, being incontinent about something. It's almost like when you know you need to go pee and you have your key out at the front door. I don't know what it is, but you have to go pee 3 times worse. I don't know what it is. That's me shrugging. It's a different type of understanding than what is normal for a lot of people. Okay? It's crazy. It's insane. It's absolutely off the wall. If you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. You can wait for the download patiently. You can reflect. You see this man, he's here, and he's here, the same person. I know you can't see that in the cards, but same person. And there you go. There's the King of Swords, or the King of Pentacles, excuse me, who's not really paying attention. You see how he's turned this way? Orientation is everything in this read. That was the bunch of information that needed to come through. It was learning how to navigate in a balanced way rather than navigating in a willy-nilly. If I could free Willy just for a second, This is Willy. He wants to be free on both sides. So if there was a invisible fence between the two right here, that he's tired. Willy is done. He's jumped the fence before. He will do it again. Got kind of a dog mentality on that aspect, right? Not waiting for much of anything, just simply waiting to see the reflection that he needs to see so he can go. There's I want more energy on this. I want to understand what this means exactly. Is this a Capricorn that is out of sorts, water signs, or is this literally you're not really thinking in a devilish way? You're actually trying to help instead of hurt, and it's turned into a poo cake. I want to say pukaki, like someone's real cocky, but then again, boo boo, I don't know what floats your boat or finds your last remote. So you combine the two together. It'll be really good for a lot of people, I think. It's a strong stance to take. It's a opinion, but everybody has an opinion like an asshole. So not everybody's opinion is going to matter, because just like in historical times, when history repeats itself, it's typically pretty damaging to everyone involved. Here we have the Nine of Cups. Mind you, I'm clarifying the devil. We've got the Nine of Cups in the upright, which means there's some type of non-factor going on here. And it could be a good one. Like, you know how they're like, oh, fear is not a factor for me. If you're listening closely, you can hear this other part where it's like, I'm happily not moving forward with something. Because it's the devil. I'm happily not moving forward with the devil. This is the villain. This is angelic presence. Depending on how crazy a driver you are, you could be serving yourself up with a lot of spiders, like kind of sending in the artillery is what I want to say. That one. So if you wear this mask over the car, it becomes kind of like self-harming activity. You hurt yourself. You're taking yourself nowhere fast. And this is happiness. I don't know if sometimes people just don't understand how much the moon is actually part of the story. Whatever story it is that you're telling yourself to sleep well at night, that's part of it. It's the backside of the moon. It's a part of yourself that you don't want people to see because you're scared they're going to laugh at you. You need to expose it. And as soon as you expose it, no one will laugh at you about it. I'm saying this to test a theory. It's no longer fun to mock people when there's a mock charge attached to the entire thing. Is it? It's no longer fun to hurt people when you're getting hurt. Is it? And I think up until this point, right about here, we've just been poking people in the crack of their ass, calling it convenience. And if it's convenient, then probably the part of the whole situation that for me kind of sums it up is really the desire to break a pattern and cycle of abuse, destruction, shame, etc. So for you, water signs, I feel like I'm getting heated for you. Like, this is me feeling your anger at having to clean up the streets of New York. Like, imagine being the trash man who everyone wants to take a nice long restroom break on. They'll sleep on you in the back, okay? But they also would love to go to New York and say welcome. Oh, you're welcome. This is now the King of Swords in the upright. This is an authority figure in the upright who's calling out the BS. I think that might be you, water signs. I think you might be being like, you know what? Tired of the bullshit to begin with. And not only that, I'm tired of it. I've had enough bullshit to last me a lifetime at this point. If other people are interested in that kind of profit, the bullshit profit for them, that's fine. Yeah. I'm not going to walk away unfulfilled. This is crying over spilled milk. This is walking away unfulfilled in the upright. But in the reverse, it means no such thing is going to take place. No reason to make a mole out of a mountain or a mountain out of a molehill. Oh, there's death in the reverse. It's like, that's what listen, this reading is over. I'm going to discontinue reading this conundrum after this moment. You water signs are not dead. You are not dead. You're alive, kicking. You're alive and kicking. You're well. You're doing very well. All right? You don't need to shake anyone's hand. You don't need to change any part of the aristocratic line of sight that you have right now. You're doing wonderfully. You're doing wonderfully. There's nothing else to do. Are you feeling bored or something? Let me switch decks. I'm going to go with the advice because we're done with this reading, like I said. We're done with this reading. Oh, that came right out. Okay. I'm creating a future filled with peace and tranquility. Like I don't really think you could make it up. She's got both eyes closed. She's praying. She's focused. She's completely blessed. I hear someone saying, "What more do you want?" You might be kind of mad. I don't feel angry right now, but I do feel agitated. Water signs. This is a collective reading for y'all. You might be kind of like actually annoyed by some situation that's interrupting your peace and tranquility. We're going to use the Nadia Turner Forest Fae deck to clarify this. Izzy and Liv manifesting greatness and radiate positivity. Let me see what comes out. Let me see what comes out. Okay. The gatekeeper. Let me talk about gait for a moment, because gait can be defined as the way that you walk, the pace at which you are walking, your gait, the speed of your gait. It could also be like a fence and a gate. I feel like someone was trying to gate you in, and you found the door to the fence. Like you found where the gate unlatches. You unlatched that, you walked out. And I don't know if you closed the door behind you. I really don't know. All I know is you got your staff, you got 3 feathers watching your back, and you're on your merry, happy, flippantly good way, okay? Feel like someone had a lot of goal or a lot of audacity or a lot of like literal just cojones, okay? Like, to approach you plain in your face like that. That was crazy. Water signs, I hope you're able to cleanse yourself of this distorted view and vision on how things should have been. I feel like you're on the right track in terms of creating something that you can gatekeep. You're sorting out people, places, and things that have never served you and never will. Good luck to you. Best wishes.